Two Valhalla updates in 2 weeks. Testing is still taking place and we've spotted a few changes that we think have happened since our last update, which we will see. So let's go check them out. It is Saturday the 25th of March 2023, the third operating day of the 2023 theme park season at Blackpool Point of Reach, week 2, and Valhalla is still testing. He says as the ride stops. Here are all the boats. Well, I assume that's not all of the boats, but some of the boats lined up nicely in the station, and they have been sent around quite a lot today. Yeah, there we go. They're still vacuuming out the water. Some of the boats, and only some of them, are going around with sandbags on in the same way that the big one does when that is testing. And some of them are not doing, so I guess that's just part of the testing. You know, they'll test some of them with a bit more weight and some of them without that extra weight. But that is not new. That was happening last week. But what's new? Show us something that you didn't show us last week. We have spotted that these metal things on the floor, we don't think they were here last week, to be honest. And, you know, there's no secret that the queue line will be around this area, obviously. So yeah, it was obvious that this stuff was going to get put down eventually. There's two like poles there as part of the queue line that have been put up. Well, they were there last week, but they're in different places this week, so I don't know what's happening there, but yeah. These look new. I think the holes are in the ground, but I don't think the actual, I don't even know the name from, they have a name for the holes to go into the queue line cattle pen things. And me and Danielle have been walking around there for about half an hour whilst watching it test, of course, trying to figure out the layout of this queue line, because it feels like it's taking up more of an area than it did previously in its original, like in original Valhalla before it closed. And we know the area's looking different already to what it did with all this stuff. Obviously this stuff wasn't here before the ride closed. So yeah, it's got a grand entrance to the ride now. But yeah, let's be weird and geeky. Like, where are all these going to go? What is the layout going to be? What is the direction of the Valhalla queue line? But yeah, if I remember rightly, I'm going to have to try and find some old photos. Don't have many of old photos of Valhalla. But yeah, of where it used to go, because I'm sure it didn't come all the way back here. And I'm sure over there, where we'll go in a minute, it didn't go all the way over there. It was just like a little area around here. Like, not all the way here, not all the way over there. So that's good, more space, won't do any harm. So from this shot, you'd think, wow, easy, it's just going to go up and down like it used to. But yeah, how do you even get into that up and down, the cattle pen? The entrance is there, you can go left and right, and you come round here, like I assume this is, you know, you'll just go there. And then yeah, like I was thinking maybe you go this way, instead of that way, but yeah, I really don't know. Before we go any further, I don't know what these wires are doing, like whether they're going to stay there or not, because if they are, that can't be part of the queue line. But then again, now I look at it, the metal things are like going around it. It doesn't look like it is going to be part of the queue line. I don't know. My most recent thought about this is you'll enter the queue line. I would film it from the front, and I will do a little bit later. But yeah, there's obviously people there. It's a lot busier over there. But I'm thinking one of the queue lines will be to the right, and you go around there. I'm thinking this one looks like it could be the fast track queue and the easy pass queue. Looks like you'll go right, you'll come round there, and yeah, pretty much all the way to the end here. Well, maybe just there. instead of going to the... I don't know, actually. Will you queue along this bit, or will you queue along this bit? And will you not be allowed right up to the fence? But we'll find out. You see, that'll lead you into that door there, the closest door to us, or the far one there, which will presumably be used for the main queue and just everything. Like, that used to always be used. Don't remember that door at all, wherever it is there. So yeah, I don't know, that could just be like an extra entry or exit for like evacs or whatever. But yeah, you know, you could end up queuing all the way up there. So it's interesting. And then with that, if that ends up happening, if the speedy pass and easy pass queue comes down here, I assume that means the main queue will go to the left and use all this space here. And somehow, with that maze, end up going through that door there. Tested it! Right then, while we're at the entrance, this is where I think the easy pass and speedy pass entrance will be. We'll go around there, even though that looks really slim down there. So I don't know, I'm assuming not all of these holes are going to be used. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. I'm sure they'll take us round somehow. This somewhere should be where the main queue starts. I'm not sure how. From here it all looks a bit, it doesn't look like it can just go into a straight line from there as it does like all over there, but I assume we'll get taken round over there and the cattle pen will begin there behind this statue. So from here it can just go into straight lines. But yeah, these two poles, I gave a quick mention to them from over there. They were like here and here or something, like right next to one another last week, and one of them's just been moved over there now. So that's interesting. But yeah, we can see where these are new, whatever they're called, that have been put in the floor. I think we're thinking these ones over here are old and have been left over from the original. And yeah, obviously here is where the queue line was when original Valhalla was open. I think it came to about here. If I remember rightly, it didn't go all the way there. So yeah, that's certainly a good thing. You know, they're creating more space, because on really busy days you could sometimes get queues that would like stretch outside here, and yeah, that wouldn't be ideal, especially with this stuff around there now. Yeah, we'd all just be in a line here merging with the ice fast queue when that were busy as well. That happens sometimes. Yeah, most of the layout's obviously the same. I assume the holes were always still in the ground. Didn't pay much attention to this stuff last week, but we can see there, like, there's some there that haven't had the metal things put in them. I'm just going to refer to them as metal things, do apologise. Feel free to let me know the name. But yeah, there we go. We'll have to see what happens. This is where the queue line comes up to, and there's another hole without the metal things in over here. But yeah, like I say, it'll come up to here. Just do straight lines in a car pen from there until you make it into the station. And yeah, like I say, these might have been here last week for all I know. Don't think they were. We spotted them, thought, oh, that's the layout of the queue line, that'll be put in soon. That looks different. And that's why I filmed this today, to be honest. That's well spotted from Danielle. You do your cattle pen from over here, and this is it's just the last bit that makes it this far, like, wide. And then yeah, it's the last bit here. You go over there one more time, and then you can see there, where when you come back, you won't come back all the way over here. You will enter the station. So, like, there we have it. It's just a matter of how it starts, to be honest. But yeah, like I said, from here we can see where the cattle pen will be. We can now see where it ends and takes you into the station. I'm saying all this now, and by next week we could literally know. Like, any time now, they're gonna put the cattle pen queue up there. Like, that's why the metal things are in the floor, for the cattle pen to be put in them. Like, it's all gonna get put up eventually, ready for us lot to queue in them, pretty much. But yeah, curious to how it starts and where it goes and where everything is. Like, you know what we're like. Give us something to speculate and we will speculate about it. But yeah, that is pretty much it. The soundtrack's not on in the area today, unfortunately. Looks like the light's on in the little, like, I want to say transfer track, but it's not a track, like the maintenance area where boats are taken off. So that's interesting. Maybe they're swapping out boats, testing each and every one, only a certain amount of time. But yeah, like, it's really cool to see. It's crazy to think that this is one of the last Valhalla updates I'm going to film. Like, it's been crazy how, like, this thing has lasted over 3 years now. But yeah, soon these fences are going to be down. We're going to be dripping wet through, walking across here again, and yeah, that is pretty soon. Shout out to the member of staff we were speaking to at the entrance, around the entrance to the Valhalla area as well. Gave him the channel name and he said he was going to check us out, so yeah, told him about the updates and stuff, and yeah, how it's gone on for this long. But I have to mention one more time how amazing the area looks. Like, still blown away by it. There's another boat, and yeah, there we have it. That is all I am going to ramble on about for today. Valhalla's testing. There's a lot of work taking place, seeing a lot of staff, operators, engineers, everyone around this area today, like even more than last week. I will see you in the next Valhalla update, whenever that'll be, probably when the queue line gets put up. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Check out the screen to see more, and I'll see you later.